So generally, that is my journey to the UK. That's it. They're here. We have those who take 1 year to work abroad. So everyone's journey is different. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching me. I'm super excited. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube video. If you're new here, please subscribe to my YouTube video. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking my video. Thank you. I really appreciate. Actually, this is what is motivating me to do this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, if you have any friend or relative or any close person that you know is working abroad, whichever the work they are doing, you're like, I'd really like to know how they manage to go there, because people think it's easy, but anytime you get a close person or someone you know getting to go abroad, it really motivates you. So one of my colleagues succeeded and was able to come abroad. That was my turning point, because I was like, oh, if that person can manage to go work abroad, why not me? This is something I've really wanted to do. So maybe I should start the journey. After about 2 weeks to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, my sister's friend also landed in the UK. So I think because she was so close and so open with information, I called her after my night shift and I asked her how easy or how hard it is to get to the UK. I remember it was a 1 hour phone call. During that phone call, she explained to me and recommended me one of the pioneers, of coming to the UK. Most people, most nurses, I think they know him because he has been so helpful. Let's give credit where it is. He has been so helpful with information. Information shared really helps people to understand how things are done abroad, or what are the steps, what should people do to get there. So that was at least I had someone who showed me the way by giving me a certain number. Actually, let me just mention, should I mention the person? Yeah, I think I should, because most nurses who are in the UK, it's through this guy that most of them came to know about the process of coming to the UK. His name is Paul Simeo. Paul Simeo has a company called Kenyan Nurse. So through that company, he was so generous with information. So he will guide you and lead you step by step on how things are done, on the process, what you should do, the timeline, such things. So after speaking to Paul Simeo, he told me this is the journey, and the first thing, you don't need a passport, you don't need an ID. Oh, the only thing you need is an ID card. Sorry, I almost say you don't need an ID card. Oh, that is important. So you don't need a passport by that time. All you need is an ID card. And I was like, yeah, this is easy, because I have the ID. I'm already an RN in Kenya. So I was like, oh, let me give it a trial. So first things first, I enrolled a class, um, classes given by Kenyan nurse. So that was my starting point. After enrolling the classes, that took about, it depends, but that time I think it was just 6 weeks, if I'm really not wrong. 6 weeks, then 1 week revision. So I paid the money, the class money, and that was it. I even didn't have the exam money by then. So I remember that time I paid for the class, which took me about 6 weeks. Now, and 6 weeks and 1 week for revision. With Kenyan Nurse, it's very easy. Like it's very convenient with Kenyan Nurse. So actually they do the classes through WhatsApp. Through WhatsApp is quite convenient because the data is not much. Let's start there. Areas where there is no good data, you can easily access the WhatsApp. It's also convenient in that sometimes we are very held up people, like having busy schedules. So in this case, you get home, open your WhatsApp, do the assignment, and you submit it to your teacher. I think that makes it easier for most people because it's actually online. You don't have to go to a certain place to study. They have the learning materials, they have the teachers to guide you. So this made it at least easier because balancing between work, family, trying to study is not easy. But with Kenyan Nurse, truth be told, oh, they are very supportive. So after doing the classes for 6 weeks, the revision for 1 week, I booked the exam. There is no easy exam in this world. What do you think? What do you think? Please comment down below and tell me whether there is any easy exam in this life. Despite how much or how long it has taken you to prepare for it, oh, you still have the tension to do the exams. So I booked my exam with no, it was not with British Council. We have two bodies that offer the exam, that is the British Council and the IDP. So I booked the IDP, which was computer based, because I don't know whether it's true, but the notion that nurses who have done the IELTS exam, what do you think? Is the computer based exam better than the paper based exam, or the vice versa is true? Personally, I took the computer based exam. First trial, did my exam, went home, I waited for the results. Remember, no giving up in this thing, the journey to the UK. I did not give up at all. Went home, waited for my results. Unfortunately, I did not meet the requirements, but I had the US requirements. So I sat home and I told myself, oh, this exam is quite costly. By that time, that is according to me, it was quite costly for me. I couldn't afford it. So I just told myself, let me just do the US way, because I hear people are sponsored. We have agencies that help people in terms of money, in terms of materials. I have the IELTS qualifications. Let me just go with the US. So we have US, you need the English test, and also they have an examination body whereby you have to do the NCLEX exam. So I registered with a certain agency. Getting the agency is also not easy. I registered with a certain agency, Adevia. Yes, Adevia. Most people, I don't know whether you've heard about it, but Adevia. So after registering with Adevia, they gave me the learning materials. Actually, they do it for free. I don't think they charged me any money. So I started reading the NCLEX. Went ahead 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. So there is a certain place I was going for bank shifts, that is the locums. So I met this friend of mine, and I told her my story, that I had done the exam once, but I did not get the requirements. So I started the US journey. US journey takes a long time, but the UK journey takes a shorter period of time. So my friend told me, Terry, there is no giving up words in our lives. We don't have to give up. We have to do it. So I think she was starting with the English classes, if I remember very well. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this thing again. So she told me, please, let me dare you, do it for the last time. You never know. This time you might get the requirements. So she told me, she actually, I remember she gave me the money to book the exam. Shout out to Pauline Karaoke. She gave me the money to book the exam. Oh my goodness. That moment you have people who really support you financially, emotionally. Thank God if you have someone who really supports you. So during that exam period, she gave me the money. I booked the exam again, and she told me, please, let's do this together. We would study. I think on weekends we would meet up, do the practice, discuss, mark for each other. To succeed, you have to work hard. So it was hard work because you also have to sacrifice. That time, I lost so many friends because I didn't have time to hang out. Uh, I was most of the times in my house, reading, work, home, reading, practicing, practicing, practicing. What I would advise you is, if you're doing the IELTS classes, or you're preparing for your IELTS exam, please don't do that exam without practicing. Practice, 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 and practice. Without practicing, to be honest, it's quite hard. We have people who do it with first trial, others second trial, others done trial, fourth trial, fifth trial, sixth trial. It all depends with you. But what I would like to advise you is, please practice. It's not easy, but it's doable. So, Pauline Karaoke, oh, shout out. Thank you so much. Oh, I've actually remembered that day when we sat down, we talked about it, and you're like, you can do it, girl. You know, there is nothing that is so good in this world than having someone, you know, having a friend, having, a colleague, having someone who will always hold your hands, despite having so many setbacks. Oh, she did that day. So I registered for the exam, practiced, and that was it. Did my exam and passed my final trial. I passed the exam, and that was the start of a new journey. For the UK journey, once you've finished up with the English test, for most people, oh, the rest is very small, very, very small. Because you now register with the NMC. I registered with the NMC. I'll do another video to tell you on the requirements and everything. So, after passing my exam, went ahead, did the NMC. So after passing the exam, the rest was very, very, very sweet, very easy. So yeah, and once I got the requirements, did the exams, the job search part, blah blah blah. I think I'm gonna do another video with all that. But generally, that is my journey, and that is how I got, you know, my dream job come true. So generally, that is my journey to the UK. Everybody's story is different. We have people who start this journey within 3 months. That's it, they're here. We have those who take 1 year to work abroad. They start it and that's it within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So everyone's journey is different, but that is my journey. So I'd like to motivate everybody, like everybody who is aspiring or dreaming to work abroad, maybe from back home, Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, anywhere, from all parts of the world. If you are aspiring to work abroad, just start immediately. Just know the requirements and start the process. Don't postpone your journey. Please, just start. It doesn't matter how much you have. What matters most is starting the journey. Just start it. You never know, you know, and don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. When you just start, please complete your journey. It's doable. You might have those challenging moments, but at the end of the day, what matters is getting there, right? Achieving what you've dreamt about. You never know. Today I might be here. Tomorrow I'll be in the US. The other day in Australia. You never know. We have dreams. You know, we keep on dreaming every now and then. Dreams come true. Actualize them. Start, and the rest will be history. God first, hard work, and determination. Those three things really matter. So that's my journey. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and ask your questions. You know, ask me any questions. I might do a video answering your questions. Also, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye.